Kenyan men hate women. Kenyan men despise women. Kenyan men loathe women. Kenyan men jump at every opportunity to insult women, to defend murderers, to defend the men that slaughter women up and down, to defend the men that unalive women for no apparent reason. They jump at every opportunity to hurl insults and call women all sorts of names. I am not going to sit here and say that could be your mother, that could be your sister, because that does not make any sense. That is a human being, regardless of whoever the person is, regardless of whether or not you have blood ties. It makes no sense that the only way you can reason like a human being, the only way you can be empathetic is if you have blood ties or if it hits home. Otherwise, you don't feel shit. Otherwise, it's okay. She's a prostitute after all. She does not deserve to live. She's a hoe after all. It was her fault that she died. What was she wearing? Kenyan women love money. Your love for money is the reason why you're being killed. You should continue to be slaughtered like goats. You deserve it. It screams insecurity. They are so insecure because they know they literally have nothing to offer. So they are so angry at men who treat women like human beings. They call them simps. They are so angry at men who resonate and feel and are empathetic with women during these tough times. They insult them. They call them all sorts of names. They call them weaklings. But in reality, they are the ones who are weak and insecure because they have nothing to offer. No job, no looks, no height, literally nothing. Literally nothing. That's why you're so angry. Kenyan men are my least favorite set of people, especially during the times when we're discussing serious things like femicide. Within the last 30 days, more than 100 women have lost their lives in Kenya. More than 100 women. That means in a single day, more than one woman is killed. Let that sink in. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how bizarre? Do you know how crazy? Do you know how heartbreaking that is? Numbers don't lie. That is the number. Mind you, these are reported cases. There are so many cases that go unreported. There are so many cases that are unknown out there, meaning there are so many other women who die in the hands of insecure men because they are insecure. They know that they have nothing going on for themselves. They know that they have nothing to bring to the table. They have nothing to offer. Their insecurity turns them into monsters. They are monsters. Women are being slaughtered like goats, like chicken. I was minding my business, walking on the streets, coming back from the mall, and I had one bag. I had bought a few things. I had one bag, and then one guy tries to talk to me, and he goes, "Hi." I just said hi, and he was like, "Let me help you," and I was like, "No, it's fine. I'm okay." This guy started hurling insults at me, and he finished by saying, "No wonder mnachinjwa. Hata ndo ni kwa maana mnachinjwa. Mko rude." To the people that don't understand Kiswahili, he said, "No wonder you're being slaughtered. You should continue being slaughtered. It's because you guys are rude." And my blood, as in my heart, stopped for a minute because I was like, what the fuck did this man just say to me? And I could not engage in a back and forth because I could tell that is exactly what he wanted. He wanted me to engage him, and I did not engage him. I just walked away. That is the reality of so many Kenyan women right now. I am very sad. Like, I am angry, I am mortified, I am sad. Because every time someone tries to speak about these things on social media, every time this conversation is brought up, these are the types of comments. These are the comments that Kenyan men have to, those are the comments that Kenyan men have to make in regards to this problem. Because femicide is a real problem in Kenya right now. It's not a game. It's not a joke anymore. You reject a man, chances are he's going to decide that this is the last day you're walking on this earth. Can you imagine? They think that they have that much power. They decide when you live and when you die. It is not something that can continue anymore. It is not something that can be. The authorities also are downplaying this whole thing. They are making it seem as if it's not that big of a deal. What did we ever do to these men? What did we ever do that they decided that? I cannot even imagine. I wish that as Kenyan women we could reenact the For Be movement that is taking place in South Korea. It's a movement that started in 2017, 2018, but now it became popular on social media in 2019. South Korean women decided that because of the patriarchy that is going on in South Korea, they collectively decided the 4 no's: no marrying a man, no sex, no sexual intercourse with a man, no having kids for a man, and no dating a man. They collectively decided that because they hate us so much, let them marry themselves, let them date themselves, let them fuck themselves, let them have kids for themselves, by themselves. And it has been life-changing for them, because as we speak right now, they are literally being begged to have kids, but they said no. Because these are men that think that the only thing that we are good for, the only thing that we can bring to the table is having kids or sex objects. Like, these are men who, if they could, they would date and marry themselves. Okay, some of them are, it's fine. But there are some, like, they view women as this object that is just meant for fucking and pushing out a baby. Nothing more. And if she dares say no, I will strangle the life out of her. That is what Kenyan men believe. They are the bottom of the barrel. Like the worst kind of... I do not even know. I wish that Kenyan ladies... Like, it's time Kenyan ladies decide, like, we are done. Because at this point, it has gotten out of hand. It has gotten out of hand. These numbers are crazy. These numbers are sad. And they cannot continue. We literally cannot just sit down and allow it to continue. Stop killing women. That woman, it does not matter. Just because you've paid the bride price for that woman does not make her your object, does not make you... You don't own any human being. You don't own that woman. If she decides that she's done with the relationship with you, move the fuck on. You do not get to decide that she cannot live anymore because she does not want to be with you. You decide not to slaughter her like a goat. You don't own any human being. And if you're someone who sympathizes with the murderers, if you're someone who makes excuses for the murderers, shame on you, and I wish you were never born. You don't deserve to live. What do you mean a woman was killed and boiled like meat and the skin removed from the bones, and then those bones were thrown away like an animal? You don't even do that to an animal. What do you mean you'll make an excuse for something like that, for that kind of act? What do you mean? I am sad. I am very, very sad. And if this does not come to an end, I do not know. As in, I am not in peace. Like, everywhere I go, I am just so anxious. I hate stepping out of my door because there are psychopaths out there. We live among psychopaths out there. Someone can just decide that just because they tried to holler at you and you said no, they can just decide you don't deserve to live anymore. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? If you're a man and you make excuses for these types of people, if you're a man and you make comments like, what was she wearing? Or why are you taking money from men? Shame on you. And shame on you. Shame on your entire generation. Shame on everyone with your name. Because this is barbaric. It's crazy. End femicide. End femicide. Women are not objects. Stop killing women.